Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 54.
20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 54. Cuz math.
There you go.
That was a little bit easier.
Welcome back, everybody.
I literally forgot I had to count to math until we hit record.
She was kind of out of her. She wasn't.
Sorry.
She wasn't going with the flow.
We got it together.
How's everybody doing today?
How was everyone's 4th of July? Happy 4th
Is
of July.
everybody sitting in air conditioning? Because we sure as heck are.
Yep. It is a sauna. It's like what my grandfather used to say. It's hotter than the hinges of Hades outside.
No kidding. And apparently it's that way everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Coast to coast and in the middle.
Yep. Especially in the middle.
Anyway, we've had a fun week, as we usually do.
Yep. Welcome to our channel, by the way.
Oopsie.
Yeah, we forgot this part.
We want to welcome everybody to our FlossTube channel.
Yeah.
We want to sincerely welcome anybody who's just now crawled out from underneath that rock and said, I'm going to go check them out. Hi.
What's that FlossTube thing y'all are talking about?
Yeah, what's FlossTube all about?
Yep, it's this.
Anyway.
This is FlossTube.
This is it. You found us.
Yep.
So, hang on.
Hang on. Put your big girl panties on. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, yeah, we had a really fun, well, I don't know, I mean, it was a regular
Well, let's start with Tuesday.
Okay, so Tuesday, so I think I said last week that we wanted to, minimize the talking that we do about StitchCon moving forward, because we know that everyone that's watching, not everyone that's watching is interested about StitchCon, but we also know there are some people that are.
Yes,
and
because there's still attendees that are making FlossTube videos about it.
Of course.
And everybody doesn't watch those when they first go live, so
correct.
You're still hearing about it.
Right. So sorry about your luck. If you don't like it, then fast forward.
Or skip.
Whatever. Which is the same thing as fast forward. For the record. Skip, fast forward, whatever.
Whatever.
Put us on mute. Turn us off. I don't care. And so, StitchCon, we had our, we waited a week and a half after StitchCon to have our quote-unquote debrief, and gave us all our time to process and think about the event, and which was, I think, a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And it was really successful. I think overall, all of us individually and together were really happy about how everything turned out. And a lot of the feedback that we've gotten from Pam was on a rowboat, and the feedback that we've gotten from people, whether it was in the comments, like feedback slips of paper, or it was through their FlossTube video, or
of course, you know, we had to have a place to leave comments,
obviously, because it's FlossTube, whatever. A lot of the complaints were things that we already were going to take care of, so we're good. And overall, I mean, it was a really small sampling of people. I mean, I think at the end of the day, there was like 22 pieces of paper that were left, and there was almost 150 people there. So, but I appreciate everyone taking the time to fill one of those out.
Absolutely.
So we read each of them individually, and talked about them at will. And so some StitchCon stuff moving forward. So, at this time in the middle of July, I wish it was January, July 2018, this is where we stand. So there is a Facebook group for StitchCon, which if you were a paid attendee for 2018, then hopefully you know about by now. And after the 1st of August, when we start sending out invoices for next year, we'll change the name of the group. So you don't have to go find a new group. It's just going to be the same one. I'm just going to change the name of it. And we've gotten a lot of requests from people to join the group. It is just for paid attendees only. So until you get your invoice and you pay and you're on the roster for 2019, you will still not be allowed in the group. And so if you are looking for information as to what is StitchCon, where can I get on the wait list, all of those things, then you need to go to www.stitch-con.com.
Right.
And then there are some tabs up at the top. I said last week, I'll say it again this week. Over the next few weeks and before August 1st invoicing deadline, I'm going to be making some website updates with all the necessary info for you for next year as it comes available. So there's that. So I know that we have, I want to say like 20 or something requests, like outstanding requests to join the Facebook group. We're not ignoring you. I recognize some of those names from names on the wait list, but it's not until you are paid attendee that you are allowed into the group.
That's a good clarification.
Just wanted to let you know that, like, why aren't they answering my request? That's why.
Right.
And so that's how it's still going to be a closed group moving forward. So, but it's just for the people that attend. Okay?
Okay, so, and we want to talk about spirit wear.
Yeah, so the spirit wear shop, the third go-around, is open now, and it will close, today's the 8th, yes?
Yes.
July 8th, yep. And it closes tomorrow. So you have all day tomorrow, July 9th, to order. If you want to, sorry, I'm making my notes as to links. I'll link the StitchCon website down below. But the Spiritwear shop, if you go to the website, stitch-con.com, and click 2018 details, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's a button that says Shop Spiritwear or something like that. Click on that, takes you to the site. And when you first go to the Spiritwear shop, I did want to say this, it says no image available. If you just click the pull down menu and like pick a color, once you pick a color, the image shows up.
Right.
Make sense?
Right.
So that was a little bit confusing first go around.
Right.
Yeah, what were we going to say?
I'll wait and see if you say it.
Okay, and then the other thing was that the difference between this Spiritwear sale and the other Spiritwear sales is that the items that you purchase will be going to your homes as opposed to keepsakes.
Right.
So there you are charged the shipping and handling costs, and that is why I believe the items cost a little bit more is because of all of that stuff.
Right.
We did have some questions as to some Spiritwear items that are not available. I did post on the Facebook group, Little Miss Angie, you have caused a hoopla because you bought the sweatshirt with the things.
Lucky you.
That will not be available until next year's Spiritwear sale. So, if you're looking for that, what is available on the website is what is available. So, sorry, I wanted one of those too if that makes you feel any better, and I can't get one. And I ran the damn thing, so there's that.
Yeah.
So that's Spiritwear. The last thing I wanted to talk about, or the last two things really quickly, just reiterate, invoices for 2019 will start to go out on the 1st of August. If you do not get your invoice on the 1st of August, please do not call Keepsakes, email Barbara, email me, message me. Okay. Because that's time that you're taking away from me sending you an invoice. So, it's a process. I have the whole day blocked out to do that. And if not the whole day, the whole week, to take care of that and accept payments and do all the things. So, when we make a FlossTube video after the 1st of August, we will give you updates on where we're at with invoicing and all that stuff. So,
and do you want to talk about how much time they have to pay said invoice?
Yes. So, they'll get this when they get the invoice email.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have 2 weeks from the time that you receive your invoice to make a payment. I don't even know if I want to tell you how many people are on the wait list. I can tell you that. Okay.
Make them cry.
Right. So, we've had a, what's the right word?
Deluge?
I don't like that word.
Oh.
We've had a momentous amount of people put their name on the wait list since StitchCon has ended. And we were full for 2019 long before StitchCon even started. So, we have plenty of options out there. So that's, at the end of the day, it's run by a business. This is a business kind of thing. Barbara was like, give them 2 weeks. Because that was a headache chasing people down last year. And when we are doubling the amount of people that are coming, I like to have as little headaches as possible.
Right.
So there's that.
And anybody who's run a retreat knows, this is kind of a lot of bookkeeping.
Correct. Which is like
a lot of Excel spreadsheets. Sorry. Didn't mean to choke you up there, Steph.
I love Excel so much. And then the last thing is the wait list in and of itself. Please continue to put your name on the wait list.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is full for 2019, but anything can happen between now and then.
Holy cow, yes.
Right? So, plus it helps us gauge, like, the interest for people. So, you never know what can happen.
Right.
So, just, what do you have to lose? Put your name on the wait list.
Correct.
Okay? And so that is everything about StitchCon.
Okay. Okay, moving on.
Move the camera.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not.
So, it was the first Friday of July, yes, 2 days ago. So that meant Friday stitching at Keepsakes.
Yep.
Because Stephanie is now a part-time employee of said Keepsakes, we were there when they opened, and we pretty much were the last ones out the door Friday night.
Correct.
A huge chunk of time. All of it thoroughly enjoyable.
Yes. They were very busy.
Yes, they were very busy. Let me just give you one example.
I don't know what you're about to say. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm talking about the lady and her husband who drove up from Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
It's a perfectly good story.
There are so many great stories.
After I'd settled in and got my stitching out, my son called. The one that just graduated from college that lives with his wife in Pittsburgh. And so I see his name come up on my phone, and I went outside to get away from the conversation all around me to talk to him. I hadn't heard from him since graduation, I guess. So I'm sitting on the front steps of Keepsakes.
He left you a voicemail on your birthday. Let's just give him some credit. He did leave you a voicemail.
Oh, yeah. He did call me on my birthday.
Yeah. I know you're busy with StitchCon and stuff, but happy birthday, Mom.
Well, anyway, but that was not a conversation.
Right.
So as I'm going out the front door and go to sit on the steps to talk to Nate, I see this gentleman sitting in one of the rocking chairs on the porch. And he's just biding his time because, you know. So about 10-15 minutes into the conversation, his wife came out of the store, and she put her hand on my shoulder as she was going down the steps, and she said, "Thank you for your floss tubes." And I said, "Oh, thank you very much." I said, "Where did you, what part of town, where did you come from?" And she turned around, she smiled real sheepishly, and she says, "Oh, we just drove up from Knoxville." And the husband turns and looks. I wish I knew your name, I'd shout you out, but you know who you are. And he turns and looks at me. He had a baseball cap on. He turned and looked at me, and we went,
no.
Like, she brought me all the way from Knoxville. That's not a short trip.
Yeah, right.
I mean, she was there probably mid to late morning, and that meant they would have had to get up pretty early Friday morning to drive all the way up there. So we're so glad you came, and that is what the shop is like anymore. It's just bustling, and of course we're all there to just sit and stitch, gab and eat, and stitch and gab and eat, repeat, you know. And so it was tons of fun.
I want to give a special shout out to her name is Veronica.
Oh yeah.
And she called like right after we opened on Friday. Okay. She lives in Hyannis, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, Hyannis.
And I had a great conversation with her, and then I talked to her again at the end of the evening. Not like super late, but and she's going to be getting the Cottage of the Month charts, and she's going to be doing them every month. And that is exciting. So I wanted to give a special hello to you. It was so nice to talk to you, and you were so sweet. So the funny thing is that like people who watch our videos, they know that I work on Fridays. So, fun fact, I've been working pretty much full time since like the maybe 2 weeks before StitchCon, and every day since, because we're trying to catch up and do all the things. And so it's like Friday, it's like we look at the phone, and if it's not Cincinnati or like in the nearby region, Lynn just hands me a phone. She's like, "It's gonna be for you anyway. It's gonna be for you anyway." So I appreciate all the phone calls, y'all.
Yeah, it's been great. Of course, you know, talk about Angie calling and not realizing it was you.
So this is funny. I'm going to tell them a story. So the phone rings, and like Lynn was busy, Barbara was busy. I was just had the phone.
I don't work there. I'm just, you know, minding my own business.
Right, stitching and not paying attention to me. And the phone rings, and so I look at it, and it says Bloomington, Illinois. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I answer the phone, and I'm like, "Hi, thank you for calling Keepsakes. It's Stephanie." And she was like, "Hi, my name is Angela Mier, and I was there for StitchCon, and right after she said that, I was like, 'Hi, Angie!' And she was like, 'Hi.' And I go, 'You know who this is, right?' And she was like, 'Yeah.' Like in a yes, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, she has no idea who I
Yeah.
And so we're just talking, and she's talking about the thing that she wanted to go, and then, like, all of a sudden it dawned on her, and she was like, oh my God, it's you.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, it is.
That's pretty
So
fun.
that was pretty fun. So, hi, Angie.
So, anyway, later on in the afternoon, I was talking with a new friend of mine, Melissa, who lives in Independence, Kentucky. And
Hi, Melissa.
I don't know whether she watches our channel.
She
needs to. Well, whatever. So we're talking about all kinds of stuff. I just gotten off the phone with Nate, and I was telling her all about him, and she was telling me about her son, and we're just talking about mother stuff. And then she started.
Is her son my age or Nate's age?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, so we start talking about her growing up in a neighborhood of Cincinnati, and then also living for a little bit in Ludlow, Kentucky, which is right across the river. Well, I have an association with Ludlow, and that is that my friend Vicky, that I talk about a lot, taught school there for 30 years. And so the more she talked, and I made reference to different things having to do with my friend Vicky's family, I said, let's just stop right now. Let me call her, because you two need to talk.
Right.
I'm sure you knew the same people. So I called my friend Vicky, and I said, you need to talk to Melissa. She's sitting right beside me. Okay, so I give the phone to Melissa, and Melissa's talking about this one and that one, and siblings and going back and forth. And I am sitting in one of the new chairs, not brand new. Barbara picked them up at...
New to the shop chairs.
New to the shop chairs, let's put it that way, that have slats in them.
In the backs.
Not, vertical slats, not like ladder back chairs. Okay. So I shift a little to kind of hear what the conversation is about. And my elbow slides through two of the slats. And at first I don't think anything of it. Until for some reason I decide that I want to shift my body the other way.
God forbid.
The elbow cannot be extricated from the chair.
Extricated.
It won't come out. So
I'm nowhere to be found.
At this point, you have to understand, at this point, the shop is
full of people.
Full of people.
Full of people.
Full of people. Customers.
Yeah, it was like dinner time.
All of us that had gathered to stitch.
For First Friday, all the things.
And the conversation is going around. So I had a momentary
freak out.
Panic. Okay. And it wasn't like my life, flashed before me or anything, but I'm like, holy crap, I'm stuck. So Lynn gets up to figure out what's going on, and she goes out to Barbara, who's cashing people out, and says, Barbara, we have a situation.
And then Barbara says, well, you go get her daughter to take care of the situation.
Go find Stephanie.
And I'm out on
her
the porch.
Her mother's stuck in a chair.
And I'm out having a conversation with Jen Grimes on the front porch.
In the meantime, Crystal takes this picture here.
Mm-hmm.
It was only a matter of 5 minutes. And they ran into the bathroom. Remember the gather bathroom? Mm-hmm. They go into the gather bathroom, and they grab a tube of Burt's Bees lotion, and they start slathering it on my elbow like you would try to get a ring loose, right?
Yep.
And it came right out.
We heard there was a ruckus cheer.
So Steph missed the whole thing.
Whole thing.
And
I was like,
and it was
she's
pretty
a grown
funny.
Woman. She took care of herself.
It was pretty funny. It was really one of those freaky things. Yep. So anyway, that was our Freaky Friday at Stitchin.
Yes, ma'am. It was.
And today we did something we have never done before.
Yep. Cross the item off our bucket list. Okay.
We went and each got massages.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you have had a massage? We had never...
not from your husband or your wife.
Oh, no. Where you go and pay for it.
From a masseuse.
Yeah.
Right.
So, we had an hour-long session. Is that what you call it?
Yep.
Sessions?
Yep.
And felt great.
Pam had a exceptional experience. She was more or less the catalyst as to the why we want.
Yeah, I was having a little bit of tightness and
stuff
feeling going on across my shoulders and the back of my neck, which, you know, does impact, you know, someone who bends her head forward to stitch, read, you know, any of those things.
Yeah, even the other night before we went and got the massages, you were like, I can't sit here anymore.
Yeah, it's really been bothering me. So we thought, well, let's try this. Well, we had a very positive experience.
Yes, we did.
And to the extent that we signed up for regularly scheduled massages. It's very convenient to our house. So we did that today.
Plus, it's like an hour of just like sitting in quiet.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like relaxing.
You know, you have that new age music going on.
Yeah. And they're really nice and professional there.
Very, very good. The franchise is called Massage Envy. Maybe you have some in your area.
Yeah. If you don't, look it up. If you get the membership, then you can go to any Massage Envy across the country.
Right.
So, like, maybe like when we're in Tennessee or when we're in Missouri.
Yeah, we feel like we need a little
loosey-goosiness.
You know.
Try somebody else out.
All right. Whatever.
Fun. Go do it.
So anyway, that's been our week.
Yep.
Okay, so we want to talk about whips.
Before we talk about whips.
Oh.
This is, it's like a pseudo StitchCon, pseudo mail thing.
Okay.
Arlene Cohen, who came to StitchCon.
Right.
She works by ABC.
She designs cross stitch as well.
Does. She was somebody who I knew that she was obviously coming to StitchCon, like duh. But I wasn't sure if our personalities would align. I'm just going to be honest. And then it was one of those really happy surprises, and we got along really, really, really well. And it wasn't like I was like, I'm going to hate her. Obviously not. Stitchers.
Right.
But, you know, everyone's different. And I was like, I don't know if she's going to like me or not. Turns out she likes me. She really likes me. And so she sent us a thank you card.
Isn't that nice?
I love geometrical stuff. And she wrote the longest, the nicest, the sweetest, almost made me cry note.
Yes.
And so I will have to tell you the story. So on Friday night of StitchCon, things had kind of died down. It was late. People had gone to bed by this point. For the day,
not for the event. They died down for that day.
Right, for the day.
Which was the first full day.
Right, yeah. On Friday. And so sitting at a table was me, Kat from Cross Stitch Chaos, Arlene Cohen, and Jen at Felicity Stitches, who is also one of the most phenomenal people I've ever met. Jen and I had just hit it off, and we were like blah 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 blah. With there's lots of laughter and all the things, and it was a really, really, really fun conversation. We talked about cross stitch and stuff, and it apparently was one of Arlene's favorite moments from StitchCon, which I didn't realize, and it was really cool. And so she thanked me for that. I was like, well, you're welcome. And so we had this conversation. We were talking about people who make FlossTube videos who have blank walls behind them. As you can tell, we are not one of those people. And we're like, if you stitch, just put one thing behind you. Put it on the wall.
Or something pretty.
Pretty. Blank walls.
Fireplace.
Yeah. Whatever.
Cupboard or something.
Put a cat behind you. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, in our house, it's like, we don't have any artwork on the wall. It's like Pam's Needlework Museum. And, however, not on camera, but off camera, I curse like a drunken sailor. So, it's Pam's effing Needlework Museum. And that just about made Jennifer and Arlene pee in their pants. And we made some sort of joke about how about how funny it would be if I had a sign that said Pam's effing Needlework Museum. Arlene charted it for me.
Don't show the one with the bad word in it.
Obviously not, Pam. This is the top.
We want that.
So this is
But isn't this chart cute?
Look at this. Look at that.
Look at that. She charted that.
And then there's the R-rated version that has the F word in between here. So what I think I'm going to do, Arlene, I think that I'm going to stitch both of them, and then I'm going to have them finished on like a sign that that hangs, like a big ornament type
like a sandwich board kind of thing?
Yeah, that can flip. So like it's, when there's kids, it's Pam's Needlework Museum. When it's just us,
Isn't
it's
that
Pam's.
funny?
Thank you, Arlene.
That was super good.
I was like, she
good.
did it!
You didn't have to do that. That took some time
Seriously.
and some talent. And very, very thoughtful. So,
you are very sweet. Thank you so much.
So anyway.
I love you. I miss
you. That's right. I forgot that she had done that. So thank you for the reminder.
Anytime.
Now on to whips.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, whips.
We've got a lot of whips. No bell today this week.
Sorry, no bell.
But a lot of whips.
Great. So this is one I've been steadily working on. It's one of my mania starts. Frosty Pumpkin Stitchery, National Parks Birthday Club. This is the first one. And like I said last week, I've been doing this in the order that the clues were released. So the first clue was this top one, then the middle, and this. That was all one. And then clue 2 was this up until the volcano. So this part. So I finished clue 1, and I made a good headway on clue 2. You ready? On the 4th of July, I built a buffalo.
Yep. American bison.
Look at this. Look at that! I'm dead. I'm dead. Buffalo's so cute. And, okay, I don't know if they can see it. Okay. Look, she has one yellow stitch right there for her badge. Ah!
And those pants are that dark...
Oh, my God. Green.
Green, like...
Evergreen color.
Like...
National Park Rangers.
Park Ranger pants. Oh, my God.
So, I finished clue 1 on Monday night while watching The Bachelorette. And then I started on clue 2 that night. And then I put in the little birdie that's next to the volcano. I put that in on Friday. And then, what's wrong?
Where's the birdie?
Right here. He's just missing like his...
Oh, he doesn't have his eye in.
No, he doesn't have his eye. He's an eyeless bird.
He's a blind bird right now.
He's just flying high. So, I love the feel of the fabric with the stitches in it. Anyway, random. I'm stitching this on 28 count Gossamer Lugana by PTP. It's a very yellowy green.
Yes.
As opposed to this gray. It's like Oaken or something. Not gray. It's like a tan color. I think Oaken or Legacy or one of them ones.
Oh, there's the bird. Okay.
Yeah, see the bird? You get the picture now? Okay. And then I didn't realize that this was a ram up here.
Oh, I didn't either.
Look at this ram.
With a horn.
Yep. So, this is super cute. Like, I love Frosted Pumpkin. If you watch our channel for any length of time, you know that I love Frosted Pumpkin. Right. I went on their website for some reason, like last week or whatever, and they have a wish list option now. So, I added all the things I want to stitch from them. Those are patterns I don't already own. And there's 36 of them. I like Frosted Pumpkin. Yeah. So, quit making that face. And then I had a new start. Because why the hell not?
That's right.
Just stitch what you want when you want. Do whatever you want. It's fine. And so I bought this at Crafty U.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Happy Halloween by Satsuma Street. We all know I love Satsuma Street too, right? Like, it's the thing we know to be true. Okay. So the colors are amazing per usual. So as you can tell, as you can see, this is literally stitched on white, like bright white fabric. So, what does it say? It literally says the model is stitched on 28 count white cotton even weave.
That leaves it wide open,
period,
doesn't it?
Right. So, however, I had other plans. So, remember that vintage smoky white fabric that I got last week? Yep. I decided it was going to go on that. So, I made a good... do you think this is a good start? Would you call this a good start, Pam?
Well, sure.
Good answer. Oh, please. So, there's my start. It's kind of hard to see the smoky whiteness. Like,
there you go. You can see it now.
Yeah. So, but I have the thing behind it. So, it's like weird and see-through and whatever. But, so obviously I'm making all the boxes first. And then I started this box yesterday just so I knew where I was. Otherwise, it just looks like a lot of boxes. I'm like, which box is which? So I started this box, like, just started filling it in so I could tell where the landmark was as I was doing it. And this is amazing. I love stitching on this fabric. It's 32 count, so it is going to be a little bit smaller than it's pictured, but I don't care. I love 32 count, just like Linda Joe. But the thing of it is that I'm stitching, I'm like loving my life, everything's great. And then I was like, wait a second. See all these, like this white, like,
it's called negative space.
Negative space, right? So there, I mean, if I really looked, it's hard to tell in the picture of the pattern, but that's negative space, so there's no stitching there, right? So it's just all blank, and it's white on the model. But then I was like, sorry, earthquake.
We didn't just have an earthquake.
No. And I'm like, well, do I want to stitch that in white? Or, like, am I okay with the smoky white showing through? And so the executive decision I've made is that for the letters, for, like, any of the letters, so L, W, E, I'm just going to leave that as negative space. Even for the H, negative space. But for the motifs with white, the ghost, the skull and crossbones, the candy corn, the bone, this thing here, I am going to stitch white because I feel like it would look weird if it was left undone. I might leave the ghost, we'll see. But I know that, like, these I'm going to stitch.
You're just going to have to
play it by ear.
Play it by ear. Right.
But so keep in mind when, if and when you choose to stitch this chart, that is negative space. So, like, this would look really cool on, like, a light orange fabric because everything's in a box, so everything is outlined. So, like, if you wanted to stitch on orange, you could. But keep in mind that that's negative space. So you might have to stitch the white if you stitch the orange. That's what I'm saying. Right. So, but it's an all-color chart. Her charts are beautiful.
Yeah,
they're so beautiful.
They sure are.
So, I've been working away on that. I really like it. It's fun. That's all my whips, Pam. What do you have?
Oh, is that all you have?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I had 3.
I almost had 3, but...
Sorry for my nails, but
whatever.
I'm not picking them.
She was.
All right, so this is...
He hates fake nails.
This is, didn't I show this last week?
Yeah, but it wasn't done, I don't think.
No, I guess it wasn't done. All right, so hold on a second. I got to unfold this chart because this has just been kicking around in my stash for years.
Hillside Samplings.
2000, the year 2000, so it's 18 years old.
Cosma.
Hillside Samplings. And this is counting, we're counting this as my October Halloween ornament. October. My June Halloween ornament.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So this is the guy. Okay, come in for a bite. Thought that was pretty funny since we've been having...
Are you going to pass that on to the person that tagged me?
I don't know. We'll discuss it.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. Anyway.
I think you should.
Anyway, so this is only waiting for the charm. It calls for a sterling silver spider charm, and it will go right in this space right here at the end of this spider web line, and it's on order. So he's pretty cute. I really like him a lot.
Cute.
Yeah, and a little on the large size for an ornament, but who the hell cares? I don't care.
I don't care.
So that's one whip. It's a whip only because it's not completely finished because we're waiting on the charm.
Keep talking. I'll be okay.
Okay. We're still here. At least half of us are. Okay. The next whip is one of my Mania starts from this year. It's a Cricket collection. It's called Sam's in Stripes.
Hold on. I'm coming.
And I'm doing the tray version, which is a different set of color tones than the framed version. But I will be framing mine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm doing it on
DMC as opposed to fancy, like not fancy, but like Rainbow Gallery Specialty Fibers. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's in like some
no, it's in
shit.
pearl cotton, which I'm not doing.
Okay.
So it's the smaller version.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, which is plenty big for me. So this is on, I think.
Can you imagine that bigger?
I don't even remember. Look in that little note there with the floss.
Okay.
I believe this is amber.
Yeah, I think so.
What's
Amber
that little
linen.
thing say?
Oh, please. 32 count amber.
32 count amber. So,
oh my god, I'm dead. It's so cute.
I've put this away for now. 2.5 out of 4 Sams are done.
You stitch on that on 4th of July?
I did stitch on it for the 4th of July. This little squatty guy,
She's calling it that.
his jacket is like very stripy. So I was, my eyes were crossing, and
So
I
cute.
love it, but I was done. And we were watching, do you ever associate what you were watching with what you were stitching when you were watching it?
We do.
So if you liked
Making of a Murderer?
The Making of a Murderer, go watch The Staircase on Netflix. It's like 13 half-hour episodes. You will be glued to the television. Yep. And that's what I was stitching.
Yes.
With that. So that's my second whip.
Yep.
My third whip is kind of a
oh my god, are you ready?
semi-FOMO piece.
All you bee people, all you
So
people.
I don't, everybody's stitching bees, and most of them are on the primitive style, and I don't shy away from all primitive, but primitive has to just hit me the right way.
Right. Plus, we're not bee people.
Plus, we're not bee people.
Because we don't like to go outside.
But
So there's that.
I have a box. Most of you know there is a box that is called the Stitch Before You Die Mom box. Get
I
it?
made it.
Stephanie designated things that she wants me to stitch before I
Right.
kick the bucket.
Right.
And this was in the box, another Cricut collection. The name of the leaflet is Busy Bunnies. There are 2 designs. You see where I'm going here? Yeah. So
Wait,
we have...
give me this.
Wait.
Okay, I want to ask the people. Just at first glance, doesn't it look like the bunny is facing backwards? I thought that the bunny was facing backwards.
Why would you do a design with the bunny facing backwards? That makes
I
no
don't
sense.
know, but just the way that the pockets are, it looks like it's his booty.
All right.
Looks like bunny booty, doesn't it? Bunny booty. It's not.
All right,
it's
first of all.
What?
So, so I decided for that and a couple of other minor reasons that I would pull this out of the Stitch Before You Die box and do it so that it would be my idea of a bee piece, okay? Because it's got all the right elements, right? It's got bees, it's got that, what do they call that? A bee skip?
Bee skip.
A bee skip. Never knew that before.
I don't know if it's skip or skip, but I bet that someone's going to comment below and tell us what it is.
Yeah, they are. All you bee experts. All right?
Are those bees 1/1?
No.
Thank God.
Wait a minute. Let me double check.
I was going to say.
No. Okay, so I had this fabric that is called Cabernet, and it's from Picture This Plus.
It was part of our Fabric of the Month Club.
Was it?
It was.
Ooh.
From Annie Miller.
Okay, so this is mostly what I worked on mostly Friday at the shop. I don't want to show my crappy nails, but...
Oh, please.
Is he not... He kind of looks like a forest ranger.
He looks just
Well, I haven't done his ears yet.
a hitchhiking forest ranger.
Yeah, because he's... Yeah.
Got his thumb in the air.
Isn't he adorable?
I'm dead.
Oh my God. So, when
And
I left
so-
the shop Friday, I didn't have his head finished yet. I had his cheeks. I hadn't finished off his nose. And I hadn't put his eyes in. So, you people who saw it over at the shop on Friday,
It's okay.
now the ears are going to come up through, through holes in the hat.
And so is it back stitching that's over his face for the mask?
Yes.
Okay.
So then he will have his little beekeeping mask or
screen
mesh or screen. We don't even know the lingo.
We're like, whatever, he's got a thing
we just don't
on
know
his
the
face.
lingo. So you people who keep bees, you can
It's a cute bunny.
you can educate us,
like,
whatever.
Right.
But isn't he cute? And doesn't he just pop on that fabric?
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh my
What is
God.
the called for fabric? Let's find out.
Check.
So for Beekeeper Bunny.
Lilac from R&R. No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just like looking at it. Oh, that's not hard.
No. Just back
Oh,
stitching.
but that's nice that they give it to you without the...
Yeah, yeah. You weren't sitting next to me Friday when I
No,
was...
but it gives you a chart for the bunny face with the mask and then one without the mask.
That's what I call the mask.
The screen. What the hell do you call it then?
There's a name for it. We need to be educated.
Educate us.
Yeah.
You should
So
do
anyway,
satin stitches
so
for the bee skip.
we'll explain kind of this when we talk about plants coming down the pike.
Coming down the pike.
Coming down the pike.
But this is so cute. It's stupid cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
So those are my whips. You've seen Stephanie's whips.
No bell.
So no bell.
So, what does that mean?
Mail call, of
Hey!
course.
Mail call!
All
All
right.
right. You say mail call before the mail call.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, do you have... Okay, cool. Yeah. So, there are some things that we both got stuff, so we'll kind of bounce back and forth for a second, but whatever.
Okay.
So, this is one of those dual, it's both mail call and haul situations. Okay. Damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of like we got something, but we got extras when it arrived.
Right.
Is that well
Yes,
explained?
that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Imagine that.
Okay, so this was something I found on Stash Unload, and I really like it. It's a Bent Creek Snapper Super Quick Stitch. Bent Creek Snappers Holiday. Happy Valentine. But it was purchased from and sent to us by a woman named Jan. And Jan, you lucky duck you. Her LNS is keepsakes. Reflections. Home, sorry.
This is only episode 54, people.
Right, it's fine. And I saw you had to look to see what number it was. It's fine. So she knows Julie, and I'm super jealous because I love Julie, and I wish Julie lived in my house with me. With Pam, of course. Wouldn't that be great?
Dan the man might have something to say.
Dan the man can live in the basement with Julie. But this is the card that Jan sent for me. How pretty is that? And she was super sweet. It's a handmade card. And it says, the front says, life is a journey. And it makes me so happy to accompany you on yours via FlossTube. And I thought that was very sweet. It's very, very beautiful. I love it. And then, she also sent this needle minder with it too. It's super strong. And so the snappers, right? So there's always like a little snap on it. So there's a little snap down here. It's a Bent Creek thing. And then she sent this big snapper needle minder. Look at that. I love that. I feel like that's going to be easy to pick my needles off of. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Jan. What did Jan send for you, Pam?
Jan sent me a happy belated birthday card, which was very thoughtful with a cute little note inside. And inside the note was something that she thought I could easily get stitched on one of our Fridays at the shop. These were put out by Hobnob Designs, and 2005 is the copyright. And these are so darn cute, and I've stitched at least one. Can you tap the screen?
Yep.
At least one. You get the chart, and you get the little embellishment button.
Oh, you've done one of those?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Can't remember which one, but I've done one. They're called Doodles for Leftovers, and this one's called Patriotic Star. Obviously. And she sent a cute little sunflower needle minder.
Sharon, eat your heart out.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was very cute from Jan for me.
Thank you, Jan. You're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Over there. Alright. Okay. And then my other piece of mail call. This is another one of them things. A purchase from Stash Unload, and then I got extra stuff to So, the person I purchased this for would like to remain anonymous. So
Right.
she will remain anonymous.
Right.
She sent a very, very nice note. Inside the note, if you remember from the StitchCon video, you remember that I got the Lizzy Kate double flips off the freebie table. And what is happening to my hair right now? And because they came off the freebie table, somebody had already stitched them, and so they came without the charms, and she sent all the charms. So that was super nice because she had stitched it and didn't put the charms on, and she sent them to me. And so the thing that she also made me this really cool snowflake needle minder. It's like a snowflake with eyes. Look at the eyelashes. And then this is the one that I paid for. This is the Heart in Hand, part of their Blackout series, which they did for, like, seasonally, so there's 4 of them. Then this is the Autumn and Gather. It's not really, like, a surprise anymore, but I kind of want to stitch this separately and have it hang in the keepsake's bathroom.
Because it's the Gather bathroom.
Yeah, that's why me pleased it. But now that she also sent me all the rest of them, I'm going to stitch them all together on one piece of fabric. So, this is the winter. It's chilled. Look at that penguin. And then spring is bloom. And summer is fine. And there actually is a model of this stitched at Keepsakes. But it's got all 4 of them together on one piece of fabric. And it's all done in black thread on like this olive green brownie kind of fabric. And then there are buttons that were done on the embellishment. So like, see how there's a border on here? The border was just like extended out, so it went around the whole thing. And then whoever stitched it put like a blue buttons on this part, and then like yellow buttons on this part just randomly, and then, but you get the picture, pink ones on this, and then the back has like rainbow fabric. So, and Jan finished it. I talked to Jan about it on Friday, and she was like, I can do that, sure. I mean, these are literally like 27 by 26, all of them.
Yeah, super quick.
Like an afternoon stitch. So thank you so much. You know who you are.
Right, right.
And she sent something for you too.
She did. She sent a nice note. She does want to remain anonymous, but I will tell you too, just as an aside, a couple of asides. Her nice note from this anonymous person kind of illustrates something that we've noticed happen in our floss tubes, and that is we never know what we might bring up in a side conversation that quote unquote hits a nerve, or is something that people are prompted to comment about that we would not have been able to predict.
Right.
And this person who sent this said that she was very interested in my career choice and how I decided to be a librarian and how I decided to stay with the federal courts as a librarian for as many years as I did. So you never know what is going to...
Right,
what people are going to pick up on. The same with those Necco wafers that Cheryl brought from Maine to StitchCon. And
y'all love them Necco wafers.
And oh my goodness. I mean, even Deb and Keph mentioned Necco wafers because they're so multi-crafty. They use the Necco wafers to make the shingles on the gingerbread house roof.
Yeah.
So Deb's got like a 20-year supply of Necco wafers.
I know that box. Holy hell.
And many people, not just Angie, but many people talked about how they taught First Communion using the Necco wafers. They played with them as kids to play church, if you will. So that's just an aside. But this anonymous person seemed to take great inspiration from hearing about what I did for a living before I retired. And that, you know, and you just never know what's going to hit somebody.
Right.
So anyway, this?
Yeah. I'm fairly certain.
She sent this Patriotic needle minder. Very nice. Like it. Don't have anything that's the shape of the United States. That's very cool.
Oh,
I just dropped it.
Into the lava.
Into the lava. And this?
Yes.
Oh, so look what else she sent me. I
wouldn't have put it in the pile if it wasn't.
So these are Maggie bean designs from Shakespeare's Peddler from Theresa. we were just watching Theresa last night, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 different charts here. One is patience. And if you look, I don't know what you do. You're sorry. Not paying attention at all.
Notes. I was taking notes.
So isn't this cute? It's got all these things that require patience. There's an hourglass. There's a clock. There's a snail.
Oh, that's cute.
And, you know, flowers blooming and butterflies blooming and everything. So that's patience.
Hey, Theresa. Does Maggie Bean have anything to do with Jenny Bean?
And then probably just a different line of designs. Whatever. And this is
Generosity.
Generosity. They're very pale because, look, I got all the silks. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. So they were all, let me just see here.
Oh, look.
She separated them out, so she's got a separate little
card for each
design. And, oh, there's your answer right there.
Oh.
Of course, Theresa would explain it. Maggie Bean is Jenny Bean's little sister. Because she's small, she has to take her needlework lessons slowly. She's brushing up on virtues and beauty. I hope you have fun with these. This is what Theresa put. And so I have 2 of the virtues. I don't know how many there were. We'll find out. So I have patience.
That's cool.
And generosity. And I have all the silks all organized by our friend who
sent it to us.
Sent it to us with the needle minders.
How fantastical is that?
So, thank you very much, anonymous, wonderful viewer.
Yes. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Okay. So then, wait for this mail call. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So this is from a viewer whose name is Debbie. No, not Debbie from Deb and Keph. There's more other Debbies out there in the world. And she sent me a message, and she said, hey, I have some of these in the series by Lizzy Kate. Do you have any of them? If you don't have them, then I'll send them to you. And I was like, I don't have any of those.
Holy moly.
Thank you very much. Because I had to make some executive decisions once Lizzy Kate retired. And, like, I did want to eat again. So I was like, well, what ones do I really like? I would really hate if I never stitched. And so those are the ones that I purchased. Sure. And, I mean, are there other ones I like? Including this stack of charts? Yes. But I didn't buy them. And good thing I didn't, because now I have them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 12 months from the Lizzy Kate Flip It, the stamp series. Right. And this was in 2004.
Right. Stamps.
So, I got...
Super cute.
January. February. March. I don't know why I'm making that noise like that. March. April. May. We got the bee people. June. Mm-hmm. Barbara has stitched this. It's a model. July. Love that. Oh, I thought that was like that one. And then August. So that means I just need September, October, November, and December, and I have the full set. So I'm going to go on a search for those. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Debbie. That was really, really nice of you to do that. And, like, there's still charms, I think, in most, if not all of these. Yeah, most of them. That's very, very sweet. So thank you so much. These I will stitch individually, not all one big piece, like Christmas rules or not anything like that. So there's that. Okay, the last little piece of mail call before we get into haul, is we got this mail from Canada.
Oh yeah, and she's very active on Instagram.
And so she didn't ask us to shout out her business, but I will. And because we are super, super intrigued by these. Okay.
Yes.
So she has her own business, and I'll put all the information below, and her email address, and it's called Polka Dot Stitchery.
And that's what she is on Instagram, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Xstitchers Choice ballpoint needles. Right. So this is the front of her business card.
Right.
Super cute.
Yes.
And she sent us this super cute note. Look it down with glitter. And so in the notes, thanks for making videos, blah, blah. And she just started this shop with her favorite needles, and she sent us some samples to try. She didn't ask us to show you, but we're gonna show you anyway. So what's cool is that this is a ribbon, right? So you have the button and then the ribbon, and then it goes on the back. So if you can tell, see how there's a little ballpoint tip to the needles? Mm-hmm. How fascinating is that? So, I think it was Danielle.
Have any of you tried ballpoint needles? I think Danielle talked about it.
I was going to say, I feel like Danielle talked about them for sure. Mm-hmm. And that, I don't know if she was like a super convert to them, but I guess
she was as intrigued as
we are. Yeah.
As we are.
And I think that like what the situation is that because they're rounded on the ends like that, it's like a weighted, like it goes through the fabric. I don't know.
Needle glide through your fabric.
We will report back. But
yeah.
So they're 40 millimeters on the top, which is the size, like the length of the hole, the eye of the needle, and then the 37 millimeters on the bottom, and then there's also a 34 millimeter. But look at how tiny that 37 hole is. Holy hell. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, so we'll try them out. We'll let you know, but I wanted to share this if anybody knows that they like the ballpoint needles. This is a really good source. She is super sweet, so thank you, Katie.
Is she on Etsy, or what's the deal?
It just says find us on Facebook.
Okay,
at
Facebook.
PolkaDotStitchery, yeah.
PolkaDotStitchery on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I will put the information below,
okay.
And then I'm going to set these up so I try them today.
Very good.
So thank you, Katie, for that.
Okay. Fabric of the month.
This is the haul portion of the program. You're welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta keep the people informed,
Mail
Pam.
call done. Now we're on to haul.
Correct.
You ready?
Yep.
Fabric of the month. And
from Annie Miller.
We know that you know that we get 2.
They might not know if this is their first time with us.
Okay, so we get PTP from Annie Miller, Crazy Annie Stitchin.
Information.
We get a neutral, we get a color. Yep. And we always get 28 count Lugana.
Yep.
So we got 2 pieces in the mail the other day during the past week.
Yeah, because we get a color and a neutral. Did you say that?
I just said that.
Yep, I thought so.
I actually said neutral and color. And then you inverted it.
I love you too, Pam. Pam, show the fabric.
Show the fabric. So this is Oaken. A lot of you love Oaken from PTP. Mm-hmm. So we got a fat, what is this, a fat quarter?
Half.
Fat half?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, fat half. Mm-hmm. 28 count PTP Oaken. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. We love it, love it, love it.
Yes. I see some Patriotic patterns.
Oh, I see all kinds of possibilities.
All kinds of them.
Yes. The sky's the limit.
Oh, yes.
And for our color, same count, same fabric, and this is called, wait for it, I've never heard of this.
Me neither.
And I love it. This is called Prank. Ta-da!
Happy Halloween.
Isn't that gorge?
Mm-hmm. Showing up a little lighter than it is in person, I feel like. It's just, it's just like a orange.
18 by 27.
Yeah. It's orange, like.
Yeah, it is
orange.
Creamsicle? No, it's darker than creamsicle. It's orange.
Jack-o'-lantern.
It's orange. It's Halloween orange.
Yep, it is. It's beautiful.
So
thank you, Annie.
Yeah, it's a color that will come in very handy.
Yes,
very, very handy.
Yeah,
okay, so that's our fabric of the month.
Yep.
We are awaiting our fabric of the month from Under the Sea.
Yep.
Should be here shortly. I've already paid the invoice. Now, this is kind of a step back. How did this start?
With the attic.
Did it start with the attic?
It sure did.
All right, so it started with the attic in one of the live sales. And we got parts of this from them, and we have been all this time since we got the parts to do the completed design. This is the trilogy. Now, Theresa said last night, the trilogy is
Bent Creek,
Heart in Hand, and Twisted Threads.
Yes.
It's a collaboration designer label, if you will. And there are 4 seasons to this. So the completed, for winter, let's start with winter. The completed design is left to right.
There you go.
Is this.
Yep.
4 frames.
5 frames. And when you get the chart for the first frame, you get the border.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, Stephanie scarfed up everything that the attic had,
right.
And then we have been on the hunt to complete all the parts of all 4 seasons.
The 3 seasons. We didn't like spring.
Oh, that's right. We didn't do spring.
Right.
So we got winter.
Can I clarify something really quickly?
Summer. And autumn, yes.
Okay, I just want to clarify. We weren't waiting on the attic.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, we took everything the attic had.
Right.
But we needed embellishments and we needed some of the parts that the attic did not have.
Correct, yeah. So we scoured the internets for sources for them. And so we had different random orders out.
So now we have...
so we have winter.
And each... Yeah, so we have all of winter.
And there's 3 total charts for each season, plus an embellishment pack.
Right. So there's these 3, which, like I said, you get the border and the first frame in number 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5.
So cute.
Get it? That's winter.
Who's going to stitch winter?
I don't know.
Pam's going to stitch winter.
I want to do summer for sure because I love it. So this is summer. And this is the... Are you ready or not?
Yes.
Are you with me? Are you helping me?
I'm here all day long, Pam.
All right. So this is summer.
Yep. Look at all the lemons and the limes around it. It's so cute. I love the ice cream dude and the guy with the hot dog.
I love the summer one. So, again, you get...
And whoever their model stitcher is friggin' amazing.
Yeah. So you got the first frame, which is the puppy dog, dreaming about bones and stuff. Baseballs to chase. I don't know what he's dreaming about. Anyway.
What's your dog dreaming about?
Yeah. So you get that. So you get
That's
that.
Cute.
And then you get Hot Dog Man and the picnic basket as 2 and 3.
Yep.
And then you get the scuba guy and the ice cream as 4 and 5.
Like, can I see this? Like, look at how... Don't make a face, Pam. Look at how great of a model stitcher this is.
Yeah. Does it say who stitched the model?
I don't know, but...
Model stitched. Nope.
By Pam Schaffner.
No.
No. God, it's just so good. I was just like...
So it's Cecilia Turner from Heart and Hand.
Right.
Ruth Sparrow from Twisted Threads.
Yeah.
And Marsha Worley from Bent Creek.
So just so you know, for clarification, the dog is dreaming about bones, sticks, and tennis balls.
There you go. Things he can chase.
Right.
There you go. Okay, and then autumn. Look at this thing. I don't know. I might have to stitch this one too.
Leave me with winter.
Yeah, leaving you with winter. You're a winter baby, so you can do winter.
Okay.
So this is autumn. Look at that.
You have to at least let me do that one because I think it's a cat.
All right. So you got... I love this.
Pretty.
So this first frame and the border is a kid with a rake, and he's raking a pile of leaves. Isn't that cute?
So cute. And the
then
border.
2 and 3 is the scarecrow and the turkey. And 4 and 5 is the cat and the basket of apples and the crows and the pumpkin.
Oh my God, I love those crows.
Oh my God. And there were all kinds of
embellishment packs
for each of the seasons. Like I said, we got, I was looking to see where the embellishments came from. Usually they come from Jabco. Doesn't say specifically. So we got the 3 embellishment packs. I'll just check. And they were specifically put out by the trilogy, so we got all 3 embellishment packs. So
yes, we did. So we've been waiting.
But we had to search around for these, so these are not easy to find.
They are not.
And
so, yeah, we got these two. These 2 autumn pieces were from the attic.
Right.
And I think that was all that we got from the. Oh yeah, from the
yeah.
attic.
We had to get some from another online store and some from another online store, and it's been months since Stephanie snagged up those pieces. of the designs. So they've been kind of hanging fire, but everything's complete now, and we are good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to find our fabric and get our floss and everything.
Okay.
I think overdyes.
Want me to show my haul?
Please.
Okay. So I picked these up on some Facebook groups that I'm in. There is the Star Spangled Stitchers, there's the Watermelon Seed Stitchers, there's the Pumpkin Seed Stitchers, and there is the Christmas one.
Jingle? I don't know.
Candy cane stitchers.
Oh, candy canes, yeah.
Jingle Bell Stitchers. But in some of those groups, most of them, there is a file section. So all you do, any of those, I will list them below. But any of those groups, if you just go to the top of Facebook and you just search Candy Cane Stitchers or whatever, then you can find the group, and you have to request to join because of bots and stuff, but they're pretty easy questions. And so yeah. So in the file section of those groups, there's some freebies, and so I found some. So this that I like. So this is from Barbara Anna. It's called Silent Night. I like it. I like this one.
Yeah, the lighter one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And only show the picture here. This is a Lizzy Kate Stephanie had never seen. I found this in the Pumpkin Seed Stitchers, which is the fall themed group. It's called All Hallows Eve by Lizzy Kate.
She's trying to hide the chart.
Right.
There you go.
One of those monochrome ones. So it kind of goes with the Nevermore one that I did.
Show that again. You weren't really in the center of the... You just bend it. There you go. I like the mouse.
I do too. So cute. And I got this one. This is from Needle Bling Designs. Theresa Curry. Yeah, designed for pumpkin seed stitchers. So
yeah,
yep.
That's super cute. Love that guy.
How friggin' adorable is that?
Yeah,
love it. And then this is another Barbara Anna, and I feel like a lot of people have stitched this, but and I think that these are true. Hopefully, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you get both of the charts. So it's Freedom and Sweet Land of Liberty.
Yeah.
And so. Mm-hmm. And that was in the Star Spangled Stitchers group. So,
yeah. So check those Facebook groups out.
Yep.
Because
I will list them.
There's no reason why you can't get some free designs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so and then, oh my God, did I have a stash unload week, people? Oh my God. When it rains, it friggin' pours. Just saying. So, it was almost like every night that I would, like, right before I would go to bed, I would find at least one thing, and I was like, I can't leave that there. So I got this. This is the Lizzy Kate, and, it's super hard to find, obviously. And one of the girls up in Canada, I think it was Jennifer, might have been Allison, I'm not sure. I think it was Jennifer. And she stitched this, and she tagged me in, and it was her first Lizzy Kate, and it was a while ago. And ever since she stitched it, I was like, I want to stitch that. And now I found it, and it is the Flora Mix Sample Heart Sampler. Busy hands make happy
I love the
hearts.
colors.
Me too. Comes with everything except for the threads. So obviously find the threads.
Love the blue.
And it's mint green. What's blue?
In the mittens or the gloves or whatever.
The hands.
The hands,
yep.
like as in busy hands.
Yeah, yeah. And
ooh, on that.
Mint green casual linen. So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. And then I feel like I've seen this like somewhere. Nicole, are you paying attention? Look up. This is from Just Another Button Company, and I have to. This came with the embellishment packs, and it's called Lovebird. So what's really cool is that the model shown at the upper left is stitched with DMC on Ada, and for a different look, the second model is using overdyes. So a bunch of Weeks Dye Works threads, and then this is DMC. But and I don't know which one I like better. I can't friggin' tell. But what's interesting is that, see this list? See how like both of these colors are the same, the same, the same, the same? So I'm like, maybe if I stitch it in DMC, it'll have a little bit more dimension. Does that make sense, the way I said that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But, hey, Nicole, if you like this, I'll give it to you when you're done. When I'm done, I'll pass the stash to you. Let me know. That'll get me started on that. We are not, well, I don't want to speak for Pam, but I am not a biscorn you pin cushion type of person.
Me neither.
Or drums or whatever. Like some of the drums are cute.
I might do a few drums.
Right. I do like some of the drums. But
I see drums in my future.
Okay. Good for you. I do not. But Kathy Haberman over at Hands on Design, she has done a whole series called Block Party Series. And she did kind of like these like it's like a weird hybrid between like a pin cushion and a drum and a biscorn. It's like all the things, but it's like a block. It's really cute. And there weren't very many of them that I liked, but this one I did like, and I'm really glad that I finally found it. And it is Snow. Look at him. I just love that linen. I love those colors on that linen. And I also like how I like these pins up here. That's cute. And I also like how the book that it's sitting on, it says Mothers and Daughters. That's why I really like it.
Holy moly.
So I got that from Stash Unload. I got this from Stash Unload. This is a real good find because this is from Stitchy Kitty in Scarborough, Maine, which is no longer in business anymore. And I saw in a recent, like, Cross Stitch magazine, I don't know if it was just Cross Stitch or World of Cross Stitch, one of those ones, but there was an article that was written about Stitchy Kitty. And the picture of this chart was in there, and I was like, oh, I need to get that.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the chart. And it's called The Cat Did It. So, I don't know if there's a way for me to change it where it says The Cats Did It. But, I'm going to try to figure it out. So, yeah, isn't that cute? And I like all of them. Like, all three of them. So, we'll see. But I really like this one. What's the fabric? Bluebell Joblin. Pretty. Okay, this was not Stash Unload. So, the Cricut Collection monthly series. Between Stitch Away and Going to Crafty You and whatever. Stitch Away. StitchCon. And Going to Crafty You. I damn near had the whole collection. So, I was left with 2 months left. And I found them. So I got them. So now I have the complete collection. So this is January by Cricut Collection. Love this. I'm trying to figure out what this motif is. Is that a clock and a moon? Is that an ornament and a moon? What is that? Somebody tell me that. What is that? Comment below. And then it's stitched on Water Lily, which is what I did that in New York on. I always like to see what it is. And then this is September. This is awfully busy, but I like it. I really like, I'll show it to you closer. So, look at that chicken. And I like these jars of stuffs. And I like the books. And I like this. I like all of it. I really like that frame. I feel like that's a something frame. Antique cotton linen. Fabulous. Cool. So what the hell? That's well, I'm gonna have fun with that when I get to it. And then my last piece of haul. If you guys remember from last week, we talked about this fantastical project bag company or person, designer, seamstress, whatever, named Theresa over at Diddly Daddle Designs. We have our own coupon code, 15% off for your purchases. If you put in the code JustKeepStitchin, all one word, until September 30th.
No G.
No G. Just keep stitching.
Stitchin'.
Yep, just like our channel. Theresa.
And the coupon code is good until the 30th of September.
Which is what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, now we're even. She had some listings for bags, and I bought this before we made last week's video because I knew that as soon as we talked about it, that you people would pause the video and go run and buy them all, which is exactly what happened. So thank you for that. Keep doing that because she's continuing to come out with new bags, like every week or a few days or whatever.
Beautiful fabric.
And they're stunning, and her eye for color is ridiculous. And follow her on Instagram at Diddly Daddle Designs as well. That's her Instagram name. And I literally have it set to get notifications when Diddly Daddle Designs posts a new photo.
Right. You can do that, you know.
Because I have a problem.
Right.
But I bought this before we made last week's video, the Friday before. And it came in this week.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh my God. I love navy blue. I love red is my favorite color, obviously. And then the covered button thing, the pull. And so she had this bag. It's a 12 by 12 bag. So it does fit in a 11 by 11 Q-snap. Tightly though. So I would recommend an 8 by 8 Q-snap for these bags. She's super amazing to talk to on Etsy. So it's her Etsy shop that you buy these from. And if you have a question, if you want a custom, whatever, just contact her. She will get back to you because this bag was listed and shown with the word whip on it. And I didn't want that. I just wanted the regular bag. And she was like, yeah, of course. So she did. So just contact her if there's something that you really like. And then this is the inside fabric, which is like this gray polka. It's amazing. I flipped out when it came in the mail the other day. So it's super cute. It's incredibly well made, just like both of the other bags that we have from her. So please jump over to her shop. It will be linked below. And use that coupon code for 15% off for the next 2.5 months.
2.5 months, you can get 15% off.
Yep. And like I said, she's continuing to put out new bags every week. So keep looking. And that is the end of haul.
That's the end of haul.
It is.
Okay.
So
do you want to remind people about
this? Yes.
Yes.
So last week we had a giveaway that was sponsored by Sally over at Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And we asked you all to answer the question as to if money were no object, where would you travel in the world? I was really like, so we had, I think, the total 184 or under 183 entries. And it was really cool to listen to read all of your entries.
Right.
And I was so flattered because if money were not an object, you bet your ass that I would not be here. I would be like somewhere where it's cool. And I would be buying all the cross-stitch things. And I would be sitting and I would have a big cabana boy and I wouldn't have to do anything. I wouldn't have to do anything. And just the food would be brought to me and fed to me, all the things.
There you go.
Yeah. But so many of you would rather come to Cincinnati and hang out with us. And I was like, that's really nice. I know. Be still, my beating heart. Keepsakes is that magical. So, yeah. And then a lot of people, wanted to go on cruises and go to Europe and blah, blah, blah. And then I was super surprised at the number of people that wanted to go to Israel.
Isn't that interesting?
Not that I think that traveling to Israel is stupid, but I was just shocked at the amount of people that wanted to go to Israel. Mm-hmm. I'm like, maybe I should want to go to Israel. But yeah, so it was cool to hear about all that stuff and the road trips and things and stuff that you would do with that. So,
so thanks for entering the giveaway.
Mm-hmm. And how it works is that you will be shipped this from us and Sally, technically. And then the winner gets this, and you will provide us with your email address. We will give your email address to Sally over at Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and you will get the pieces, or the clues, if you will, to the Adventure Awaits Stitch Along every month. I believe it's on the 22nd of the month. So we'll just pass that information along to Sally, and then you will be good to go. We'll get this shipped out to you immediately. So we already have recorded who won the giveaway, so we will insert that video. We're doing the giveaway for the new Caterpillar Cross Stitch Adventure Awaits Stitch Along. This is what you're going to get. the 28 count even weave with all the threads sorted. And thank you to everyone that entered. It was really, really cool to see all of the people that entered. So we had a grand total of 183 entries. And as you can see, they're here listed in alphabetical order. And then, so let's see what it's going to be. Oh, there we go. Random.org. So why is it going from 2 to 184? Let me show you. So 2 to 184. Okay, makes sense? Cool. 2 to 184. Everybody ready? 131. Who could that be? 131. Pam Mixon. From one Pam to another. Congratulations, Pam Mixon. We will put this Pam's email address down below and contact us and let us know where to send it to, and we'll get it out to you. Okay? Congratulations, and thank you again for entering our contest. Now back to regular scheduled programming. Congratulations, Pam. From one Pam to another. So we will ship this out to you immediately. So, and then when you email Pam, because her email will be down below, like we said, please let us know if the email that you're sending, the email address that you're using is the one that you'd like the patterns to come to. And if not,
oh, because she'll get them as a PDF?
Yeah, she'll get them at PDF patterns.
Okay. Is that clear? Okay, good.
Yep. If you have any questions, just let us know, Pam, and we will get that out to you. It's so weird with Pam to Pam. But again, thank you all for entering. It was really, really fun. And thank you to Sally for sponsoring that. So,
right.
Great. Awesome. Okay.
So that's our giveaway.
That was our giveaway.
So what are our plans? Well, the most important one is that it is July. And every July for the past few years, Barbara at Keepsakes has run 2 consecutive Saturday days to stitch here in our area in Evendale, which is a neighborhood of Cincinnati, at the Evendale Community Center. And the first one is this coming Saturday. Yep. And if you have binge watched us, you might remember that we did a live video from Summer Stitch Day last year. So we were pretty new FlossTubers back last July, a year ago. So we're looking forward to that. It'll be like 10 to 4. 10 to 5, I think. Well, whatever. It's like a full day. Right. And there are going to be trunk shows, and there is going to be some freebies. Box lunches coming in, and some freebies. Yep. And also a special attendee on the second Saturday. Yep. Not this week, but next week there'll be a special guest. Correct. So the only thing I wanted to add is that if you are local, or if you're local-ish, and you want to come and hang out, there is still plenty of spots available. For both weeks? For both weeks. Oh, good. So call Keepsakes. There's at least 20 spots available for each weekend. Oh. Yeah. I think a lot of people just came to StitchCon, and we haven't been on top of it in regards to advertising for it. Right. And so if you would like to come and hang out with us, it's super casual. It's really fun. Yes. It's a nice break from the heat and all the things. Only one provision, it is not handicap accessible. Correct. Yeah. Yes. So, but it is $35, and all you do is you call Keepsakes, and you can ask for any of us, and we will help you, and we'll get you signed up. We'll tell you what the box lunch options are and all of that. And then, yeah, so there's plenty of spots available. So if you're local, or if you want to come down for the weekend or whatever, it's Saturday the 14th and Saturday the 21st. So you can come to one, both, or either, whatever works. So I wanted to do a PSA on that. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that's super good. Yeah. Yeah, it's super laid back, and it's tons of fun. And we'll be doing a live video of some sort, I think, during the event. Probably. Last summer, Stephanie wasn't an employee, and maybe had a little bit more freedom of movement. I don't know what Barbara might assign her to do, but we are going to be there both Saturdays.
I do know that Barbara has planned for me to do an Instagram live under her account.
Oh, okay.
On next Saturday. I don't know exactly what time, so keep your eyes peeled for
Sure.
On your Instagram account. If you do not follow Keepsakes on Instagram, you probably should.
Right.
She's getting more active on there, so that's exciting. And it is just Keepsakes. Hold on. I mean, I'll link it below so you know what it is. But it is Keepsakes Cross Stitch.
All one word.
All one word.
There you go.
And so I'll put that down below so you know too. So follow them and then try to catch us live on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll do a live on Saturday from there in some manner, shape, or form. And then just one more thing that I'm going to mention.
The plans.
I'm joining up another Sal. I don't join up Sal's in bulk or whatever. I don't join a lot of Sals.
Bulk selling.
It has to really get me, okay? So I found out from Leslie Hurley, and you should be watching Leslie, that she, and I think somebody else, and I don't remember who it is, I think Julie from Gulf Coast is involved. And we are going to do a Sal of a Jeanette Douglas. We all love Jeanette Douglas. And this was in my Stitch Before You Die, Mom box. And it is Jeanette's Patriotic sampler.
I can't wait to see you stitch this. I'm so excited.
I am very, very excited. So I think I might be able to start, but I'm not sure because I'm going to start up in the upper left corner.
Oh, you
using
are?
my yes, because it's more or less partially a band sampler, I guess.
Cool. Because I know Leslie started in the middle.
I know, but I think I'm going to start up in the upper left. I've gotten one of my Belsoirs, two of my Belsoirs, and one of my Glorianas. And so I'm waiting for the rest of my fibers.
1, 2, 3 stitch is out of the chart pack or the embellishment pack or whatever now. So Pam had to order them individually.
And I'm doing it on 32 count lamb's wool, which is the recommended fabric.
Yep.
And I'm very excited. Leslie, like Stephanie said, Leslie has started in the middle, and she's started.
Yep. Are you going to try to start that this week?
I don't know. I have to wait and see how soon other ingredients, like I said on Instagram, come in.
That's funny.
But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous sampler from Jeanette Douglas, of course, who is just supremely talented.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if you want to join that, the hashtag on Instagram is JD Pat Sal.
JDD.
No.
Jeanette Douglas Designs?
No. JD Pat Sal.
Let me look up your account and I will tell you.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. Okay. So, ingredients started arriving in the mail from Jeanette Douglas. JD Pat Sal. JD Pat Sal.
Oh, Pat Sal. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah. So
JD Pat Sal. Pat for Patriotic. Sal for Stitch Along. JD for Jeanette Douglas. So
join it, Pam.
I already had the leaflet, so go.
Right.
So, all right.
Cool.
Is that all we have?
Yeah, it is Julia.
Every Sunday she says it's gonna be a short video, Mom. It's gonna be a short video.
Hey, an hour and a half. That's shorter than it's been the last couple.
Yeah, we're at an hour and a half.
Right.
Lots of links and so forth will be put in the description box below. Soon.
As soon as by the time you get to this point, it will be in the box.
There you go. There you go. Okay? So
if you watch it at normal speed.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope everybody is finding a way to stay cool.
Yep.
Whether it is on a lake, in the ocean, or in your air conditioning, or walking at the mall, or whatever it takes.
Live in Alaska, maybe.
It's not too bad today here. We've had it pretty hot and humid. So I don't do well in it. So
nor do I.
That's it. We will see you on some kind of live broadcast on Saturday.
Some sort of platform somewhere, sometime.
Something somewhere.
Whatever.
All right.
You'll see us.
So have a great stitchy week. Get lots of stitching done. Hope you're having a great summer. And until next week, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching. Bye.